I think anyone you ask would say, sure, I'd love to lose 30 pounds. Well, I actually did recently, right now. And here's what that looks like. First, let's go over the face. Here's the picture that I used in the thumbnail. This is with my shirt and tie, same exact shirt, same outfit basically. And you can definitely see a difference in the old face. So the neck, especially the jowls. Oh man, I've got some pictures, dude. Woo! I look like a chipmunk with some big old fat cheeks. Now, as you can see in this picture though, you can see the difference. It's night and day. And we're only part of the way there. And then I want to show a couple more pictures, kind of side-by-side comparison of my face. Some of these were in the last 90 days. Some are a little bit older when I actually weighed a little bit more. But take a look at this one. This next one that I'm putting in right here. So this one was from day one. This was March 16th of my 110-pound weight loss journey. So you can see how my face looked, and this is about 261.2 pounds right there. And then the side-by-side on this one is actually me today in this shirt. Just held up the camera, snapped a picture. Again, pretty significant difference. Now, if you go back a little bit, just a little bit, I want to show a couple of more face-to-face ones because it's important to take a look at where you come from and to see the difference. Not only for myself, for documenting it and all that stuff, but to see what does 30 pounds actually look like. So if you look at, I'll show a couple more right here. Here's one. This one was from a little bit before I started. I think that before picture is like in like December. So I was probably like in the realm of like 272 or something like that. And then if you look at this one, I showed this one a little while ago, but I found it and it was ridiculous because it's from 2023. It's when I was at my heaviest weight of about 289. And the difference is just obviously, it's huge. And here's the difference. So in my face, the one weird thing is I kind of feel like when you get a little bit skinnier looking, sometimes you look a little bit older. You're not as puffed out, maybe you can get a few more wrinkles and things. But overall, I mean, look in the eyes, look in the eyes. I look healthier. I feel healthier. If you take a look at the body, let's look at that next. I put this one in a short the other day, but I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit more here. So this is actually my before pictures on March 16th. These do have my shirt on, but you can definitely see how my belly's sticking out. My love handles are sticking out on the sides, everything is just big. My neck is just big. Everything's like huge. And then obviously my 90-day pictures, which were just last Saturday. And you can definitely see a difference all the way up and down my body. And so physically, there's a big difference, I'm going to insert this picture too right here. And look at the neck. This is the same. That's in this picture. This is the same white shirt that I've actually been wearing for probably 2 or 3 years. Look at when I stretch out the neck, how much room there is. It's amazing to me that much difference has happened, most of it in the last 90 days. Check out this, well, I'm going to insert, here's my measurements, but I just really want to focus in on one measurement. Look at my belly. Look at the belly and the belt. We're talking inches of difference. I'm going to show you a belt right here. Okay, changing the camera angle on this one. See this belt? Now, I lost my other belt. I lost the belt that I was going to use for my metrics on this one, but I have this old belt. This is like more of a dress style belt. I've actually worn this same belt for years. You can see the notches. I've gone up and down this freaking thing multiple times, but I remember not very long ago, look at that. Look at how much wear and tear are in those last 2 notches. Okay, those are breaking through because I was at that. I was pushing the end of this belt for a long time. Now, if I put this on right now, I just want to show you here. I'm going to even put it around my shirt and my shorts. So let's get this down. So right here, you can see right now, currently today, what is this, June 16th. So, March 16th, I'm pushing these belt loops out here. At my heaviest, I was definitely out here to the very end. And if you look at it, right now, I actually at my best, I actually dialed in another hole, but right now I can cinch it all the way to that one. So I mean, come on, dude, that's like 7-8 inches, right? Easy. So so physically, it's starting to happen. You know what I mean? Physically, you can see this thing that doesn't lie. That belt loop to that belt loop does not lie. Okay, progress is taking shape. Those pictures, the before and after pictures, the pictures of my face, they don't lie. The proof is in the pudding. Okay, but right now, I got a long way to go still. But I really want to talk about how 30 pounds feels. They say for every pound you lose, it's like 4 pounds of pressure off your knees. Listen, I have been practicing sitting in a squat, like an Indian or Native American squat, right? It's not easy. Like, your butt is supposed to be like resting on your calves when you're really there. You should be able to sit there. I follow this one gal. She goes, you got to be able to sit in that Native American squat for like 30 minutes comfortably. They do the stand-up test, where you sit down on your butt and you should be able to just stand right up, not using your hands. I can't do that. I'm still not to the place where my butt rests on anything. It's still more like just like a chair squat in the air. But I can tell you one thing, man, my knees feel a whole lot better than they did 90 days ago, 100 days ago, 18 months ago. Massively better. I have less pain in my back. I have less pain in my neck. Now, I'm not pain-free. I'm not going to go that as far as say that. I remember going to the doctor 3 or 4 years ago. I got an x-ray of my hip because my hip was hurting so bad. I'm like, I'm going to have like a hip replacement or something, like before I'm even 50. Like, it was, and the guy was like, well, you got arthritis in there. Kind of like it's just going to hurt. Maybe we could give you a pain shot. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And so, I've gone up and down with my weight. And so I can tell you right now, it's rare that my hip hurts. It's not pain-free, but it is so much better. And I'm not doing anything special except for diet and exercise, losing weight. So I can tell you one thing, it feels a lot better. 30-pound difference. My emotional state of being, I still have down days sometimes. I was a little bit under the weather yesterday, drove home from Salt Lake on Sunday, and I was feeling a little bit, I don't know what the word is, but it kind of get in your head a little bit, feel a little bit blue. Yesterday I had some stomach issues. I was not feeling good. I stayed home from work. And that, those days are always a little bit more difficult mentally. But overall, it's like night and day difference. I'm confident. I feel good. I got a better look in my eye. I look more like a guy who's getting it done rather than a guy that's letting life happen to him. So there's a lot of positives, right? There's a lot of positives. My blood sugar, blood ketone levels, blood sugar levels, everything is looking so much better, right? But I'm not there yet, okay? My next milestone is 220. I don't know, 18 months ago now, when I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic back in November of 2024. I went basically no carb. I went like pretty strict carnivore, maybe a little ketovore in there, but mostly carnivore for like 6 months. And I lost 50 pounds. Went to Hawaii I told this story before. We went to Hawaii, just got out of control and just literally just was back off. I put the 50 pounds back on plus some. I got up to like 272 that time around before I started this again at 261. And so when I break 220, that's going to feel real good. Also, 219, I believe, it was 219 or 217 was my starting weight when I did Transformation, that program I've told you about a few times, back in 2008. June of 2008 is when I started that. And I believe it was 219 or 217. So when I get below that again, that's going to be the first time in a long time that I've been that low. And so I'm really getting excited for that. I'm getting pumped for it. Came back, I kind of felt sick. I'm feeling better. I think I'm going to kind of take it easy as far as the exercise goes. I'll probably start posting the shorts again tomorrow with the accountability. We'll talk about food and exercise and things like that. But I think tonight I'm going to kind of rest up a little bit. Obviously, you can tell, but even by the way I'm talking, I'm feeling better than I did yesterday. So for those of you who aren't new here, I appreciate you. For those of you who are new, here's the thing. here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's my final plea. If you are thinking about losing 30 pounds, if you dream about losing 30 pounds, maybe it's 100, maybe it's 200, but maybe it's just 10. But you know, I can speak from experience. Losing 30 pounds starts to change your life. If you're even contemplating it all, follow the channel. We're doing it. We're doing it every single day, and there's several people, many people who are doing it along with me. And these guys report in all the time. They talk about their successes and their failures, their setbacks, their triumphs. I'm sharing those things too. If I have a hard day, I'm going to tell you I had a hard day. If I skip something, I'm going to tell you I skipped something. If I ate a freaking big old bowl of ice cream at Leatherby's, I'm going to post a video about it. You know, it's not that we're celebrating those things, but I'm trying to be just a real freaking damn dude. Not some influencer, not some fitness guru, not some dietitian, just a real honest guy who's saying, hey, come do it with me. Let's do it. Let's better our lives. Let's better our health. Let's lose the weight that we want to lose. Let's improve all of our health biomarkers. Let's do this and live life to the fullest. That's what we're doing here. And I'm trying to show up daily for myself and for you guys. And you guys are showing up for me as well. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button, follow the journey, and get started. I think I'm going to do a series real quick here of the steps it takes to get started. And it doesn't matter what diet that you do, because we're going to talk about that as well. But I definitely have some steps to get you going in the right direction, and we're going to talk about that. So, man, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you showing up. Look at the pictures. The evidence is undeniable. It's not perfect. I got a long way to go, right? Okay, I'm not 12% body fat or anything like that, you know, but we're making progress. And the progress, pictures, are worth 1,000 words, right? So, anyway, thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys. Love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday, live stream, 7 p.m. tomorrow, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're doing the live stream. I'll have a little bit of a topic. I'm not even sure what it is yet. I'll figure it out. And then I'll have a topic, and we'll have some questions and answers and things like that. So come prepared to learn and listen and chat and ask questions. And 7 p.m. We'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Dude, out.